Hi, David Goodwin here. Probably a bit of a blast from the past. My main involvement in the InterVarsity movement was back in the 1970s, the Minifests in Melbourne and Hobart, and of course InterVarsities in Adelaide through the middle to late 70s. So what does Laudate mean to me? Well, it has always been very much a part of that scene, singing with choirs, academic dinners, and of course InterVarsity gatherings. In fact, very recently on March the 8th this year, Margot McLaughlin and I celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary, and of course we did have some old and ancient singing friends join us, and what better thing to do than to whip out a Laudate, which we sang, and I believe it may be the last time Laudate was sung live in Australia. It'd be interesting to know that. And of course we were there with all the arm actions for those that didn't have mobility issues. We didn't go into any of this sort of silly stomping and shushing, the sorts of things I think were introduced by some young Melbourneites who sort of wanted to be noticed at some stage. But it was, and of course the InterVarsities that I convened, the big Sydney one in 1975, the Verdi Requiem in the Opera House, and the Some Centenary in 1978. Well, we certainly wouldn't have had any of that shushing and stomping in those days, let's face it. And of course the Some Centenary in 1978, that was the year a young Mark Dolahenty, or Mark Fall Through Your Bum Dolahenty, was the camp convener, and that was certainly where he first made his mark. And that really brings me to the most significant performance of Laudate, which was at Mark's funeral in January last year. Many people came from around Australia who had known him and sung with him over many, many years. He probably attended more InterVarsity festivals and even Baza, who knows. But the service was held in a beautiful church, quite a large church. And on one side you had all the people who'd known him through singing, and that was really, really packed. And on the other side of the aisle you had the relatives and non-singing friends. And shortly into the service we stood up to sing Laudate, and it was an incredibly moving experience. There was this wall of sound, no doubt for me enhanced by Barb Renison standing behind me, but that's and after it finished there was this incredibly a magnificent silence, and of course this was people who'd come together through their love of singing over many, many years, who'd known Mark, and it was just such an incredible way that Laudate has brought people together in shared love of music, love of each other, love of singing, love of InterVarsity. So that's really what Laudate means to me. Long may it live, and long may you all be able to whip it out when the occasion arises. Thank you.